Hello class, welcome to class 2 of chapter number 1, Nature, Scope, Purpose and Scope of Business. In previous class, we saw about economic activity and non-economic activity. In this class, we are going to come across types of economic activity, that is, first type is business, meaning of business and definition, characteristics, objectives. Objectives are of two types, economic objective and social objective. Then business risk and cause of business risk. First, we are starting with types of economic activity. There are three types of business economic activity. There are three types of economic activity. First one is business, second is profession, and third is employment. In this class, we are going to study only regarding business, and in next class, we will study about business and employment, profession and employment. So, what is meaning of business? What is business? In commerce, you will come across business term, firm term, organization term constantly and repeatedly. So it is necessary to study the business meaning according to organization of commerce and management. So according to management, what is business? We are going to study that. Meaning and definition of business. The term business is derived from English word busy, which means to remain active or to be active continuously. Business means to keep oneself busy, means to remain active and remaining active continuously. Business is carried out with motive of getting profit and wealth. Why person is doing business? To earn profit and wealth. Now profit is connected with money and wealth is connected with assets. Now what is assets? This you will come to know in accounts, but here I would like to give a basic knowledge regarding wealth. Wealth means, we can say in normal language, property. Capital means, I can say, share market price. This all is wealth. So nowadays more business are focusing on wealth. Why? Because profit is for short term and wealth is a long-term concept. Say for example, my company is making profit for this year. My company or my business is making profit for this year, and next year it is incurring loss. Then the scenario changes, but wealth is a thing that which will remain for a long period of time. If my company has established 4 to 5 new firm, so this is a wealth of my company. New 4 to 5 company I have established, this is wealth. If my share price of my company is going high, this is my wealth. So nowadays company is focusing more on wealth than profit, and business is carried out for this both. I hope profit and wealth term is clear. Please make a difference in both these terms. The concept of business is related with a profit motive. Sometimes loss is incurred in the business even though it is an economic activity, means more or less business is concerned with profit, but it is not necessary that it always makes profit. There might be loss also. So in economic activity of business, profit and loss both are incurred. A brief and precise definition of business can be stated as follows. Business means any legal activity, economic activity with the motive of profit. Means business is legal activity. You cannot do illegal business. Illegal business is not permitted. So business is legal economic activity with a motive to earn profit. Simple definition is this. Next we will see the characteristics. Characteristics of business. Total there are 7 characteristics. Total there are 7 characteristics. First one is objective of profit. First characteristic is objective. The fundamental objective of business is to obtain profit through economic activity. By doing economic activity, person will earn or business will earn profit. Then in absence of profit, there is no possibility of business. If you are going to make loss, means in absence of profit means loss. In loss, will you conduct your business? Will you keep going on your business? No, your business will shut down without the profit. Absence of profit, your business will close. Profit is essential to continue the business. Profit is very must for the business. The goods are sold at a higher price than cost price. This is called profit. Basic cost price is less and selling price is more. Means आप जो बेचते हो वो प्राइस ज़्यादा रखोगे और आपने जो प्राइस पे बनाया है आइटम वो प्राइस पे कम रखोगे. जब आपकी सेलिंग प्राइस मोर होगी तो आपको प्रॉफिट इनकर होगा. The efficiency of business is even measured with the measurement of profit. Profit is parameter of business, means whether business is running well or not, it is measured by profit. Say for example, there is your business and my business. If my business is incurring loss, then you can say that madam's business is not working well. So you can measure both the business by term of profit. Second is exchange of goods and service. Exchange of goods and services takes place when goods and services are sold either by manufacturing or by purchasing. Means we can exchange goods and service in both two ways. First one is my business is there of manufacturing, like I am manufacturing motor of refrigerator, motor of different items. Now I am manufacturing that particular motor, or I am manufacturing a wooden furniture. Take an example, I am manufacturing wooden furniture. Means I am making beds, I am making tables, I am making stools, I am making chair, I am making all the wooden items. This is my manufacturing. And then I am selling this my wooden items. Now second option is I am purchasing from the third party. I am not manufacturing, I am purchasing from you. Say for example, I am purchasing from you and then I am selling it. So it is purchasing type of service, exchange service. Business involves exchange of goods and service. In business, but obvious there will be exchange of goods and service. Means I will either purchase raw material from other person and manufacture it and then will sell it. And second is I will purchase the ready-made material and then sell it. So there will be exchange of goods and service. Goods in physical form and service is in intangible form. Intangible means कि आप उसको देख नहीं सकते हो. आप टीचर्स है, टीचर्स अपनी सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रही है तो आप हमारी सर्विस को देख नहीं सकते हो बट आप उसको ग्रास्प कर सकते हो. डॉक्टर्स आर प्रोवाइडिंग देयर सर्विस. You cannot see in physical form. You cannot touch their service. That is called intangible. Intangible means आप उसको touch नहीं कर सकते, देख नहीं सकते. You cannot touch, you cannot see. That thing is intangible. So goods is in physical form. Goods मतलब आइटम्स, वुडन आइटम्स है, कोई भी चीज़ है वो फिजिकल फॉर्म में होती है, वो आप देख सकते हो, टच कर सकते हो. बट सर्विस मीन्स डॉक्टर सर्विस, टीचर सर्विस, लॉयर सर्विस, CA service, this all service you cannot see and you cannot touch, so they are intangible. Example is given, company manufacture electric equipments, exchange physical goods. Means one company is there who is manufacturing electric equipments. This is physical because this electric equipments you can touch and you can see. While company providing electric service exchange service. Electric service exchange service means they are sending a person person to fit that electric equipments. That person is providing service. आप अगर एसी परचेस करते हो तो एसी है वो इलेक्ट्रिक इक्विपमेंट्स है तो वो आप फिजिकल है वो आप देख सकते हो. बट कोई इंसान वो एसी को फिट करने आता है तो वो सर्विस है. जो वो पर्सन आपकी इंस्टॉलेशन के लिए आया है वो इंस्टॉलेशन सर्विस दे रहा है. दैट सर्विस इज इंटेंजिबल. आई होप दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर. Moving further with a third point is risk and uncertainty. But obvious, when you are conducting business, there will be lot of risk. Whether your business will be running or not, whether there will be a profit or not, there is always risk and uncertainty attached with business. Risk is known. Risk is known factor. And uncertainty is not known. It is unknown. How? I would like to give you example. This is one girl and this is a boy. Now, boy is saying something to this girl. And he is knowing that if this girl will not like whatever I am saying, then this girl will in return slap me or will do something to me. This is risk. This is known. But now this boy's friend is here and he is passing some message to girl and he is going away. So now this girl in return is slapping this boy only. So this boy don't know that what will be the result. This boy went away. So this is uncertainty or unknown. This was not known that this boy is his friend will went away. His friend will run away. He was not knowing. So this is uncertainty. So risk is always known and uncertainty is unknown. Business involves risk and element of uncertainty of returns. It involves man-made risks such as fire, accident, strike of employees, riots, robbery, theft, change in preference, decrease in demand. These are man-made risks. Means in our factory if fire is occurring, then it will be a man-made reason due to incapability of a worker or due to some uncertainty there will be a fire in the factory. These all are man-made risk. Now natural risk is change in lifestyle of public, taste, habit, competition, change in technology, etc. While natural risk like this all are man-made risk. Technology get change, competition is there, then public means customers, habit, taste, preference all changes. If you are manufacturing a simple biscuit, if your production is of simple biscuit, now people are not liking simple biscuit. They want chocolate filled biscuit, creamy biscuit, they want cookies, they want baked items. This all is due to change and taste or habit of the people. So this is man-made risk. Natural risk like tsunami, earthquake, storm are involved. Natural risk is earthquake, tsunami and storm. These all are natural risks. These all affect the business profit and affect the manufacturing of the business. All these risks adversely affect the income of the business. See, income is affected. The return from business become uncertain due to this risk. Now business become uncertain. Why? Because of this risk. Sometimes there is a loss in the business due to risk even though the motive of business is profit. Sometimes there is loss in the business. Losses occur but the ultimate aim of the business is profit. Now next is creation of utility. To provide satisfaction to the consumer with the use of goods and services is called creation of utility. Creation of utility takes place in three ways: form, place and time. Now what is creation of utility? Utility means the thing you are satisfying. Your product is satisfying consumer. That is known as utility. The satisfaction your goods and services provide to consumer, that will be known as creation of utility. There are three forms. First one is form utility, second one is place utility, and third one is time utility. When raw material is converted into consumable finished goods, creation of form utility takes place. Now raw material. Raw material, say for example wood. Wood is there. Wood is not useful to you. This is my raw material. For me, this is my company. For my company, for my business, it is raw material. And wood is of no use to you. You are my customer. Wood is no use to you. When this wood is converted into chair, wooden chair, then it will be useful. It will be useful for you to sit on that chair. So this is a form utility. Raw material is converted into finished good. This is called form utility. This wooden chair will give you satisfaction when you will sit on it or when you will use it. Second form is when goods are carried over from place of production to place of consumption. Creation of place utility takes place. Means now this wooden chair is manufactured in my business, but it is not reached up to you. Then it will be useful to you? No, it won't be useful to you. So when from this wooden chair, when from my business moves to your place, then place utility takes place. Third is goods are stored when they are not used and supplied at the time when they needed. Creation of time utility takes place. Means my goods now in market, you don't need my wooden chair. So this wooden chair will be kept in my business, in my stock, in my godown. Then when there is a requirement, when there is an order, at that time I will supply this wooden chair. So when this store item is supplied at the time of need or at the time of requirement, then time utility takes place. Then time utility takes place. I hope this all three form is clear. Again I would like to revise. Form utility means raw material is converted into finished goods. Consumable means आप उसको consume कर सकते हो, उसको use कर सकते हो. Second is when goods are carried from production place to consumption place, means from my business to your place, it is known as place utility. Third is time utility, means when goods are stored, they are of not use but they are supplied at the time when they needed. It will known as time utility. Now we are moving with next characteristics of business. That one is fifth one, continuation of activity. Transaction are carried out regularly and continuously in business. Business is an ongoing monetary activity. A businessman does the activity of purchase and sells continuously with the objective of profit. If a trader or producer construct a building for his resident and later on sell it and earn profit, it is not a business, because the activity of purchase and sell is not regular or continuous activity for him. First of all, we saw the meaning of business, that it is continuous activity. So the characteristic is that continuous activity. Here example is given. If I am purchasing building for residence purpose, means in that building I am living for 5 to 10 years and then I am selling it out for the 6th year, then it is not my business. Business means continuously you are dealing with selling and purchasing. I hope it is clear. I hope thing is clear. Okay. Requirement of money. Money is required from the beginning to the end of the business. Money is required to manufacture finished goods from raw material in a factory. and also by a trader to purchase. Means money is the main thing in business. Without money, business is not able to run. For raw material, you need for raw material you require money to produce that raw material into finished goods, and for trading purpose also you require money. Economic activity. Business is a part of economic activity undertaken with a motive of making profit through earnings. Ultimate aim of business is profit. Where profit or money comes, it becomes what? It becomes economic activity. This was all about characteristics of business. There are in total 7 characteristics, and I hope that thing is clear. Now moving forward with objectives of economic activity. There are 2 types of objectives. First one is economic objective and second is social objective. Economic objective means it is related with profit and it is related with economy. Economy means it is related with the profit or money, you can say. For simple your understanding, we will connect it with money and wealth. In previous slide I explained what is wealth. Now social objective means it is related to society. Society means we public. You can say like this in simple language, you can use public. Society means we public, it is related with that. Now first of all let us see the economic objective of business. In economic objective, first one is profit. Ultimately, profit is the main thing. Why business is carried out? Because of profit only, and it is economic activity, so profit is the main thing. Since business is an economic activity, a reasonable return of employed capital must be obtained. Means whatever you have invested in the business, that much return you should get. अगर आपने 10 लाख रुपए लगाए हैं तो आपको उतना रिटर्न तो मिलना ही चाहिए. अगर आपने आपके बिजनेस में 10 लाख रुपीस लगाए हैं तो आपको उतना रिटर्न मीन्स कि आपने जितना कैपिटल, ये 10 लाख है उसको हम कैपिटल बोलेंगे, आपने जितना लगाया है उतना रिटर्न 10 लाख इक्वल रिटर्न आपको मिलना चाहिए. दिस रिटर्न इज प्रॉफिट. दिस रिटर्न विल बी टर्म्ड एज प्रॉफिट. To earn profit is essential not only for the existing of the business but also for the growth of business. Now, business को टकाए रखने के लिए मीन्स एक्सिस्टेंस के लिए खाली प्रॉफिट की जरूरत नहीं है. बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए, बिजनेस को ग्रो करने के लिए भी प्रॉफिट चाहिए होता है. Profit is motivating force, barometer of efficiency and lifeblood of business. Profit is motivating force means profit will give boost to your business. It is barometer of efficiency means कंपेयर करने के लिए काम आता है, रिजल्ट दिखने के लिए काम आता है. Second is lifeblood of business. It is lifeblood. Like without blood, our life is not possible. That way, business is not possible without money, without profit. These days, the concept of reasonable profit is accepted instead of maximum profit. Now, बहुत ज़्यादा profit नहीं चाहिए. In modern days, maximum profit is not the objective. Reasonable profit. मतलब कि हमारा बिजनेस है उसमें रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए. रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट मतलब क्या कि हमको मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट नहीं गेन करना है, हमको कस्टमर को अट्रैक्ट करना है, कस्टमर को टिकाए रखना है. अगर हम मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट अर्न करना चालू कर देंगे तो शायद हमारे कस्टमर है वो बिखर जाए. सो टुडे इन मॉडर्न टाइम मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट इज नॉट द अल्टीमेट ऑब्जेक्टिव. ऑब्जेक्टिव इज रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट. मतलब मुनाफा है वो रीजनेबल तरीके से होना चाहिए. By earning reasonable profit, a business unit get acknowledgement in the society along with earning a fair profit. See, सोसाइटी में उनकी वाह होगी अगर वो रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट से धंधा करते हैं, बिजनेस करते हैं. अगर वो मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट से बिजनेस करेंगे तो शायद सोसाइटी में उनकी एक्नॉलेजमेंट मतलब रिकॉग्नाइजेशन ना हो. A business unit can be acknowledged by the society and can survive in the competition by earning a fair profit. फेयर प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए, ना कि बहुत ज़्यादा बहुत कम, ऐसा नहीं। फेयर प्रॉफिट मीन्स रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट। से फॉर एग्जाम्पल माई कंपनी इज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग वन बिस्किट एंड दैट बिस्किट इज कॉस्टिंग मी फॉर 10 रुपीज़। वो मैं 10 रुपये में बनाती हूँ, मगर मैं सोसाइटी में उसको 20 रुपये में बेच रही हूँ, तो मुझे मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट हो रहा है। बट कस्टमर है वो ज़्यादा टिकेंगे नहीं, सोसाइटी के लोग वो मेरे पास ज़्यादा नहीं आएंगे। सो मुझे रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट से फॉर एग्जांपल 12 रुपीज़ या 13 रुपीज़ में वो बिस्किट रखना चाहिए, तो मेरा रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट होगा और सोसाइटी है वो मुझे एक्सेप्ट भी करेगी और एक्नॉलेजमेंट भी मुझे मिलेगी। Maximization of wealth. The objective of profit in short term except a concept related with annual income of business. Maximization of wealth is a long term objective. See, I told in previous slide only, wealth is for long term. Wealth means property or assets. In typical language it is assets. In accounting language it is assets. But you don't know what is the meaning of assets. So I am trying to explain in common language, but don't use it everywhere. You have to use technical word only. Now you are a commerce student, you have to use technical word only. Wealth, the projects which increase the wealth of business at a long term are accepted. Means project, ऐसे project company select करेगी जहाँ पे उनके long term में उनकी wealth बढ़े. In the circumstances like depreciation, business have to give up the objective of profit. डिप्रेशन मीन्स मंदी। मंदी के समय हमको बिजनेस को प्रॉफिट कम होता है। अभी आप ये कोरोना का टाइम देख लो, अभी सब पूरे वर्ल्ड में मंदी चल रही है, इतना सेल्स नहीं हो रहा है, तो इस टाइम पे आपकी प्रॉफिट है वो कम हो जाएगी। बट आपका वेल्थ, वेल्थ मतलब आपके पास प्रॉपर्टी होगी, आपके शेयर मार्केट के प्राइस अच्छे होंगे, तो आपकी कंपनी है वो अच्छी पोजीशन पे है, आपका बिजनेस है वो अच्छी पोजीशन पे है। ऐसे डिप्रेशन मंदी के टाइम पे प्रॉफिट होता ही नहीं है, कम होता है, बिल्कुल नॉमिनल होता है। तो इस टाइम पे आपकी वेल्थ देखी जाती है। The object of maximization of wealth is related with the economic benefit of the owner of the business. Means maximization of wealth gives ultimate benefit to whom? The owner of the business. Next one is other economic objective. Other economic objective includes economic development and growth of business, expansion of market, best possible utilization of resources, application of modern technology, etc. अब दूसरा ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है कंपनी का? कंपनी को डेवलपमेंट भी करना है, कंपनी को ग्रो भी करना है। अब मेरे पास एक ही बिजनेस है मेरा, बिस्किट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का, वो भी मैं सिंपल बिस्किट की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर रही हूँ, तो मेरी कंपनी का ग्रोथ भी होना चाहिए। ग्रोथ भी मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि मैं भी नई यूनिट खोलूँ, उसमें मैं क्रीम वाले बिस्किट मैन्युफैक्चर करूँ, दूसरी नई यूनिट खोलूँ, उसमें मैं कुकीज मैन्युफैक्चर करूँ। तो मेरी कंपनी का बिजनेस बढ़ना चाहिए, ग्रो होना चाहिए, मार्केट बढ़ना चाहिए। अभी मैं खाली सूरत में सेल कर रही हूँ, तो मेरा मार्केट कल के आजू बाजू के एरिया में भी पहुंचना चाहिए, लाइक महाराष्ट्र में पहुंचना चाहिए, सौराष्ट्र में पहुंचना चाहिए, अहमदाबाद में पहुंचना चाहिए। तो मार्केट का भी एक्सपेंशन होना चाहिए। देन प्रॉपर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्स। अब मेरे पास जो रिसोर्स हैं, मशीनरी है, लैंड है, बिल्डिंग है, लेबर है, तो इन सब का भी मुझे पूरा यूज करना है। ये भी मेरे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं मेरे बिजनेस के। एप्लीकेशन ऑफ मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी, नई नई टेक्नोलॉजी आती है मार्केट में, मैं पुराने मशीन से ही मेरा बिस्किट मैन्युफैक्चर करूंगी, तो वो अच्छी बात नहीं है। मेरा बिजनेस का ऑब्जेक्टिव होना चाहिए कि नई नई जो टेक्नोलॉजी आए मार्केट में, मैं उसे भी यूज करके आगे बढ़ूं। दिस वाज अबाउट इकोनॉमिक ऑब्जेक्टिव। नाउ वी विल social objective. Social objective means they are related to the society, or they are ultimately to the people. Objective of social responsibility. It has become necessary for the business to be aware of the interest of different group of society, because consumer awareness, states restriction, consumer education, consumer aware association, different interest group or class of society such as owner, employees, customers, creditors, government, etc. are associated with the business unit. And this different group have different interests with this business. it is necessary to take care of interest of this different group. The business has to abide by the Maintenance of Environment and Employees Welfare Act, Factory Act, Prohibition Act, etc. Means company or business is guided by all. It is not working alone. It is working in the society where it is connected with labor, where it is connected with its customers, where it is connected with the government. So business have to take care of all these things. लेबर को वो कम पैसे देंगे तो नहीं चलेगा. लेबर को अकॉर्डिंग टू वेलफेयर एक्ट कंपनी को उनको सही से पैसे देने पड़ेंगे, सही सैलरी देनी पड़ेगी, सही वेजेस देने पड़ेंगे, प्रोटेक्शन उनका ध्यान भी रखना पड़ेगा. विदाउट से फॉर एग्जांपल इफ गैस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी गैस प्रोडक्शन है तो गैस प्रोडक्शन में उनको प्रॉपर क्लोथ्स देने पड़ेंगे, मास्क देना पड़ेगा, ग्लव्स देने पड़ेंगे, शूज ऐसे देने पड़ेंगे, ऐसे क्लोथ्स देने पड़ेंगे. That's why they don't get exposed to the dangerous gas. Customer. Now business is due to customer only. Customer are considered as God. So you cannot exploit them. You cannot charge a maximum amount of money. Means you cannot charge maximum profit from them. You have to keep market price of the thing at reasonable, and you have to provide a good quality of goods to them, service to them. To government, you have to look after the government policies. You have to pay tax regularly. Tax चोरी करोगे तो नहीं चलेगा, because ultimately you are working under the government regulation only. Then you have to take care of the environment where all the people are living. You cannot manufacture wood which is harmful to the environment. So you have to take care of all these things of employees, customers, creditors, government, etc. Objective to provide employment opportunities. The unemployment ratio is increasing day by day. Some business units are established with objective to create new employment opportunities. New opportunities of employment, khadi and cottage industries. Commission select those industries which provide employment opportunities. Preference is given to the establishment of business unit in backward area to provide employment to unemployed. Means what is the social? If you are establishing business, then you should give employment. Employment means आपको काम देना है. किसको काम देना है? जो लोग काम बिना के हैं, जॉबलेस है, उनको आपको जॉब प्रोवाइड करनी है. तो आपके बिजनेस का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या होना चाहिए कि पब्लिक को आप एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोवाइड करो, जॉब प्रोवाइड करो, और आपका बिजनेस जहाँ तक बने ऐसे एरिया में डेवलप करो जहाँ पे जॉब की कमी है. से फॉर एग्जांपल बैकवर्ड क्लासेस इन रूरल एरियाज, बिकॉज इन रूरल एरियाज पीपल डोंट हैव जॉब बिकॉज देयर इज नो बिजनेस. सो आपको आपका बिजनेस बैकवर्ड एरियाज में एस्टैब्लिश करना चाहिए, और गवर्नमेंट है वो ऐसे बिजनेस को मोटिवेट करती है. Say for example, khadi and cottage industry is there, and government is moving, putting and efforts and recognizing their work and helping this type of business. So the objective of your business should be to provide an employment to the employed people. Now, third one objective is to provide quality of goods and service. Means you should give a high quality service to the business, to the society. आपको मिक्स मीन्स आपको मैनिपुलेशन नहीं करना है. मैनिपुलेशन मीन्स आपको घोटाला नहीं करना है आपके प्रोडक्ट्स में. आपको अच्छी क्वालिटी का प्रोडक्ट सोसाइटी को प्रोवाइड करना है, और वो भी फेयर प्राइस पे. फेयर प्राइस मीन्स बाय चार्जिंग अ नॉमिनल प्राइस, नॉट बाय चार्जिंग अ हाई प्राइस. You can provide a delivery of goods after sale service दे सकते हो, installation of goods दे सकते हो. ऐसी आपको अच्छे से क्वालिटी प्रोवाइड करनी है गुड्स की और सर्विस की. Objective to adopt fair trade policy. Black marketing of product, accumulation of goods, misleading advertisement, etc. are unfair practice in the business. Artificial scarcity of essential must not be created. Business unit must adopt the objective of fair trade policy for the welfare of the customer and society. Means black marketing. Black marketing मतलब के अभी आप 5 रुपए की चीज़ है वो आप 10 रुपए में बेच रहे हो, ब्लैक मार्केटिंग नहीं होना चाहिए। एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ गुड्स, से फॉर एग्जांपल आप स्टोर कर रहे हो, अभी चीनी का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है और मार्केट में चीनी की आप स्केर्सिटी दिखा देते हो कि चीनी है ही नहीं, और आपके फैक्ट्री में आप चोरी छुपे उसके स्टोर कर रहे हो और फिर मतलब ऐसे एक्यूमुलेट कर दे रहे हो गुड। फिर मिसलीडिंग एडवर्टीजमेंट, आप बता रहे हो कि हाँ हमारी प्रोडक्ट बहुत अच्छी है बहुत अच्छी है, बट इन रियलिटी देयर इज नो क्वालिटी in your product, only you are giving the advertisement. Means this type of unfair practice should be avoided by the business should always adopt a fair practice because for the welfare of society and for the customer. Other objectives means to establish special identity in society. अब आपका बिजनेस ऐसा होना चाहिए कि कस्टमर के सामने आपकी बिजनेस की स्पेशल आइडेंटिटी है। कंडक्ट रिसर्च वर्क इन फील्ड ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, आपको रिसर्च की फील्ड में आपके प्रोडक्शन से रिलेटेड आपको रिसर्च करना चाहिए। से फॉर एग्जांपल इफ माय कंपनी इज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बिस्किट, नाउ माय बिजनेस शुड हैव अ रिसर्च प्रोविजन that how that biscuit can become healthy, or right now in corona time how I can make a immunity booster biscuit for to prevent the infection or to gain the immunity. This type of research work should be there. This is the objective, this type of objective my business should have, to be helpful in economic development of nation and to cooperate with the government for the same. Means government के साथ cooperation करके आपका business होना चाहिए और हमारे नेशन का डेवलपमेंट हो ऐसा आपका बिजनेस होना चाहिए। टू प्रोवाइड वेरियस इंसेंटिव्स टू द एम्प्लॉयज एंड एक्सक्यूट वेलफेयर स्कीम फॉर देम। एम्प्लॉयज, यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ योर एम्प्लॉयज ऑल्सो, यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड देम with the incentives, means you can provide them with bonus, you can give extra money to them, you can establish a welfare scheme for them, like you can provide a medical facility, you can provide transportation facility for them, you can arrange traveling for them. These all are the extra benefit you should give to your employees. These are the objectives related to society, business social objectives. Now we are moving with the risk factor. Here we are completing the objective, economic objective and social objective. Now we are moving with the risk. Two type of risk are there in, I think in characteristic we saw the risk, natural risk and man-made risk. Again this is the thing we will repeat. There is uncertainty of profit or risk of loss in the business. Always there is uncertainty and risk in the business. The uncertain event of future affect the profit. फ्यूचर में जो अनसर्टेनिटी है वो प्रॉफिट को अफेक्ट करती है। प्रॉफिट इज रिवार्ड अगेंस्ट बिजनेस रिस्क। नाउ profit is reward. Profit is reward means profit is the thing which you are getting against risk. Profit is reward against business risk. There are two type of risk, natural risk and man-made risk. Natural risk are uncontrollable, we cannot have control over them, like earthquake, flood, and that hinders the growth of the business or destroy or damage the assets of the business. Means building destroy हो जाती है, machinery destroy हो जाती है, this all are the assets. Then man-made risk. Man-made risk means it is like strike of employee, changing technology, changing taste and demand of customer, political instability, risk of competition in the market. Means now if employees are doing strike, then your production will be not there, then your company production will stop, and if you are not producing a goods, then how you will sell the goods? सेलिंग नहीं होगा तो प्रॉफिट भी नहीं होगा और बिजनेस में ये रिस्क आएगा. चेंज इन टेक्नोलॉजी मीन्स इफ यू आर ब्रिंगिंग न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी, अब वो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो आपके एम्प्लॉयज़ को यूज़ करना ही नहीं आ रही है तो उसमें टाइम लगेगा, महीने 2 महीने लगेंगे वो सीखने में, तो उसके कारण आपका प्रोडक्शन है वो कम होगा और कम होगा तो सेलिंग भी कम होगी और प्रॉफिट भी आप कम ऑन करोगे. changing taste and demand of customer, as I said. Now there is a demand for, you are manufacturing only simple biscuit, but people demand cookies, people demand cream biscuit. So there is a taste or change in taste and habit of customer. This will affect your business profit. Political instability means, there is sometimes मंदी आती है, कभी तेजी आती है, तो depreciation and boom will affect your business. मंदी में means in depression your business will be not working well and profit will be less. In boom time your business will be at the highest level. Risk of competition in the market. Now competition is also there. आप बिस्किट बना रहे हो, आपके फ्रेंड भी बिस्किट का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर रहे हैं, मैं भी बिस्किट का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कर रही हूँ, तो हमारे बीच में कंपटीशन होगा. कंपटीशन की वजह से आपका प्रॉफिट है वो इफेक्ट कर सकता है. दिस वाज अबाउट रिस्क. नाउ कॉजेस ऑफ रिस्क. व्हाट आर द कॉज ऑफ द रिस्क? रिस्क क्यों आता है? कॉज मीन्स रीजन. रिस्क है वो क्यों आता है बिजनेस में? So there are in total 6 reasons. First one is technology change. Now due to technology there will be a risk. New technologies are coming in the market. Now you have to adopt that technology and you have to survive in the market. So because of technology you will face the risk. Then threat of substitute product. Threat of substitute product means like ball pen came in place of fountain pen, then vessel of steel in place of copper and brass, television in place of radio. Now my business was of manufacturing fountain pen, but there in market came the new pen, that is ball pen. So my business will go down. My business will go down because of ball pen. Ball pen is known as substitute product. मतलब आप x के बदले y को यूज कर सकते हो. x का सब्स्टिट्यूट है y. समझ में आया? फाउंटेन पेन का सब्स्टिट्यूट है बॉल पेन. बराबर? यस. अभी हम क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट, अभी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस चल रहे हैं, तो फिजिकल क्लासरूम इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू फिजिकल क्लासरूम का सब्स्टिट्यूट क्या आ गया? ऑनलाइन क्लासरूम. सो दिस इज सब्स्टिट्यूट. इसकी वजह से एजुकेशन सिस्टम में रिस्क आ गया है, थ्रेट आ गया है. समझ में आया? तो सब्स्टिट्यूट प्रोडक्ट है वो बिजनेस रिस्क क्रिएट करता है. कंपटीशन. कंपटीशन इंक्रीजेस द risk. Now how competition can increase the risk? If we both are my company is manufacturing a ball pen and your company is also, your business is also of ball pen. Now you are giving advertisement everywhere. You are giving advertisement on television, on radio channels. You are having a banner on the streets. Then you are giving a pamphlet of your ball pen manufacturing in the schools, but I am not doing any type of advertisement. And what will be effect? Because of this, your ball pen selling will increase, your business will go high, and my business will be remaining as it is. So the competition like this affects the risk, creates the risk in the environment or in the business. Now fourth one, that one is legislation. Legislation means what? Government formulates law regarding pollution, customers, workers, industry, etc. But this law causes risk for the business. Minimum Wage Act and Factory Act, they hinder the business in decision making. Now your business is there and you are providing employee a salary of monthly salary of 15,000 rupees. Now government introduced one law and government is saying that कम से कम आपको उनको 20,000 रुपये तो देने ही हैं. तो अब आपका बिजनेस है वो रिस्क में आ गया. अब आप एक्स्ट्रा 5,000 कहाँ से निकालोगे? सो दिस इज द लॉ विच अफेक्ट्स द बिजनेस. दिस इज द थिंग विच अफेक्ट्स द बिजनेस. नाउ और दूसरा एग्जाम्पल रिलेटेड टू पॉल्यूशन. आपका बिजनेस है, आपके बिजनेस में जो मशीन है वो पॉल्यूशन को डिस्पोज तो करती है, वो से फॉर एग्जांपल आपके बिजनेस में ऐसा मशीन है जो स्मोक को फिल्टर करके एनवायरमेंट में डिस्पोज करती है, बट अब गवर्नमेंट बोल रही है कि ये मशीन आपकी चलेगी नहीं, आपको न्यू मशीन लेके आनी है, न्यू स्टैंडर्ड वाली मशीन लेके आनी है। तो दिस न्यू मशीन, government policy of having new machine will create a risk for your business. So legislation means government laws and regulation are creating risk for the business. Fifth is uncertainty of demand. Demand is changing due to customers income, taste, product price and inflation. Customer income, now मेरी इनकम है, मेरी इनकम अब बढ़ेगी तो मेरी डिमांड भी बढ़ेगी। पहले मैं सिर्फ बाजरा या ऐसा खाती थी, अब मेरी इनकम बढ़ गई तो मैं अच्छे क्वालिटी के गेहूँ खाने लगूंगी। फिर और भी मेरी इनकम बढ़ गई तो मेरे पास अगर सिर्फ एक्टिवा है, मेरी इनकम बढ़ गई तो मैं शायद कार की तरफ बढ़ूं। और मेरी इनकम बढ़ गई तो मेरे पास जो मारुति वैगनआर होगी या ऐसी छोटी कार होगी तो मैं फिर अच्छी से फॉर एग्जांपल मर्सिडीज है, BMW है, उसके लिए मेरी डिमांड बढ़ेगी। तो इनकम है वो डिमांड को बढ़ाता है। ये डिमांड बढ़ेगी तो आपका बिजनेस है वो इफेक्ट होगा। अगर आपका बिजनेस है वैगनआर कार बनाने का और मेरी मतलब पब्लिक की डिमांड बढ़ रही है, पब्लिक की डिमांड है BMW के लिए, तो आपका जो वैगनआर का बिजनेस है वो इफेक्ट होगा, वो कम होगा। सो दिस ऑल आर द रिस्क relating to business. Physical risk means what damage is created in the assets, equipments और मशीनरी। जब आप एक जगह से दूसरे जगह आपका मशीनरी ट्रांसफर कर रहे हो या आपकी बिजनेस में रॉ मटेरियल आ रहा है तो उसमें कोई इफेक्ट हुआ, वो डैमेज हो गया, तो दैट टाइप ऑफ रिस्क आर नोन एज फिजिकल रिस्क। This was about a physical risk, and here the causes of risk is getting over. Now in today's class what we learn, I will sum up the things we learned. There are three types of activity, that is business, profession and employment. In this class we learned about only business, its meaning and definition we saw. Then we saw characteristics. In total there were 7. Then we saw objectives. There were 2 types of objectives. First one was economic and social. In economic total 3 were there, and in social total 5 were there. Then we saw the type of risk, business risk. It is of 2 types, man-made and natural. Then we saw causes of risk. Causes of risk are in total 6. This was about today's class, and I would request you to write the points from page number 9 up to you have to write up to causes of business risk. Causes of business risk in your fair book. Write in your fair book from page number 9. Okay, and keep on revising. Read textbook portion twice, because this will be helpful in increasing your knowledge. This was all about today's class. I hope the things are clear, and if not clear then in online session. When online session will start, you can ask me your doubts and then your doubts will be solved. Okay, thank you class.